Are you looking for a place to plant new roots? Well, RVA is the perfect place to grow, work, live, and play. Here are 6 steps to help you start planning that strong foundation for your new home. Hey y'all, I'm Holly. I help clients from around the world to relocate to the area, and I absolutely love it. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell so you'll receive notifications each time I upload a new video, which will be about twice a week, so you don't miss a thing about the Richmond metro area. Today, I'm going to talk about what it's like to move to Richmond. If you are thinking about moving to the area or have questions, give me a call or shoot me a text at 804-380-6041 or send me an email, whichever is most convenient. My clients know that I have a smooth 5-star process based on service, trust, authenticity, and results to help those moving to the Richmond area. Now let's walk through the 6 steps that will help to ensure that you have a super easy home buying process in your new location. Step number 1 is to give me a call and I'll set up a Zoom meeting for us. For those of you who aren't familiar with Zoom, it's a video conferencing platform. Super easy to use, and it works great because it allows us to have a somewhat face-to-face meeting and also allows me to share my screen with you to show you different listings and areas that are within the Richmond metro. During the meeting, we'll start to build our relationship and develop some communication avenues, talk a little bit about the process and the market, but most importantly, start getting to know everything that you want and need in your Richmond home. So I'll ask you some questions and get to know you and a little bit about the type of lifestyle that you enjoy, and then I'll be able to better assist you with narrowing down those top areas that might be perfect for what you're looking for. That brings me to step 2, where we will start to narrow down the location that might be best for you. You probably have already been doing some research and have a general idea of some of the areas that might be of interest. But what I've found is as we chat and I get to know you a little bit and you get to know a little bit more about the areas, that may change. Just recently I had a client that was moving to Richmond and they were originally thinking down in the New Kent area. Well, after doing a little bit of exploring and chatting a little bit, they found the perfect home for them out in Powhatan, which is really on a completely different side of town. On to step number 3, which is confirming your budget. If you are planning to do a cash transaction, this will be a relatively short step. We'll just talk about the budget that's most comfortable for you and confirm some information. However, most will probably explore some form of financing for the purchase of their new home, so I wanted to touch on this for a moment. This is very important since a home is probably one of, if not the most expensive purchase you will ever make in your life. In today's competitive market, it will often give you a little bit of an edge if you have a lender letter from a local lender. Plus, it's a benefit for you because they're familiar with the local market and lending laws and restrictions. It's also beneficial because how quickly things are moving. Oftentimes, we'll be out house shopping in the evenings and on weekends. So it'll be important to be able to reach out to someone and get a personalized letter for the property that you'd like to put an offer on after normal business hours. It's also good to have someone that will reach out to the listing agent for that extra added reassurance that in fact you are a qualified buyer and that they do not anticipate any trouble with closing and closing on time. Now, if you are thinking, Holly, I don't know a local lender, no worries. I have several that my clients have been very pleased with, and I'm happy to connect you with them. Since COVID, this step has become even more important, especially early on in the process, because a number of the listings are requiring that before I can even show you a home, I have to have a letter in hand from a lender stating that you are qualified to make such a purchase. At the end of the day, it's all about what makes you the most comfortable and what can get you the very best deal. So if you say to me, Holly, I have a lender that I love, I've worked with before, no problems. I'm happy to work with them. That leads me to step number 4, which is setting up your custom portal. I have a fabulous tool that really dials in on the neighborhoods. It can also be sorted by zip code, schools, or other home characteristics that you might be looking for. It allows you to see what's in those areas that is within your budget. And as you go through and favorite listings, it sends me notifications and helps the algorithm really hone in on the type of home and the area that is perfect for what you're looking for. Step number 5 is where I'll set up some tour dates for you. Now, this is only applicable if you're able to come into town for a visit. We'll preview the houses and areas that we identified together. I'll show you the positives and negatives, and I'll really do an in-depth tour of these communities with you. If you aren't able to visit in person, no worries. I do virtual tours for clients all the time. But I highly recommend coming if you can possibly make it happen. My clients are usually really excited to get here and check into their hotel or Airbnb and start house shopping, and they're even more excited when they leave because they've gained that level of comfortability. They now know the type of home that they want, the area that they love, and in some cases even have a ratified contract. It's my goal that when they get back on the plane or get back in their car to head home, that they are even more excited about their new home and feel more prepared and comfortable than ever before about the new city. That leads me to step number 4, which is building your custom search portal. Not sure where to stay, where to eat, or what to do while you're here? No worries. I love showing off my hometown and can't wait to tell you everything about your area of interest. That goes right into step number 6, which is guiding you through the process after you have an offer that's accepted on a new home. Of course, the house buying process can be one of the most emotional and biggest decisions that you will make. My goal is to alleviate the stress and pressure and make it one of the most seamless transactions of your life, because I really care about my clients and want you to have that 5-star experience. So all the nuts and bolts of the process start with getting an offer accepted. Then we'll move into the home inspection. There are a number of different types of inspections, anything from a basic home inspection to lead-based paint or radon. I will be there every step of the way to help guide you through what might be the best options for you. My goal is to give you as much information as I can to make informed decisions, and decisions that you will be comfortable with for years to come. If some defects are noted on the report, which they will be because I've never seen a perfect home, but we can talk about some mitigation options or maybe even negotiate to have the seller make some of the repairs prior to closing. I'm confident that I can help you make your real estate dreams a reality and do it with the highest technology and efficiency standards. I'll keep you in the loop every step of the way and always be your main point of contact for everything involving the purchase of your home. Regardless of whether you're 3 miles away or 3,000 miles away, I'm confident that together we can make your real estate dreams come true. So whether you are a day out or a year out, I'd love to hear from you. Give me a call or shoot me a text at 804-380-6041 or send me an email, whichever is most convenient. It's never too early to get started, especially if you're considering new construction. Right now, new construction is running anywhere from 8 months to 12 months out, and sometimes even more, dependent upon if the builder has already pulled the permits for the lot that you're interested in. In a resale transaction, you're looking at a minimum of a 30-day close and sometimes a little bit longer. And this is after you find the ideal home and have the offer accepted by the sellers. I'm always here to help, and if you haven't already done so, please click on the like button because this really helps me to know that I'm producing information that is of benefit to you. If you are looking for a new place to call home, RVA is the perfect place to work, live, and play. Come join me. I'd love to show you around.